Um, yeah, I'm here on behalf of the defendant, Jamil Agar, and you're making a special appearance.
All right. Well, you got to make your special appearance to the Wayne County Jail. I told you that the last time.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving straight into a courtroom moment that flips the tone before anyone even settles in. You can feel the tension building as the judge sizes up the room and the defendant tries to hold their ground. This opening sets the stage for everything that's about to unfold, and trust me, it only gets more intense from here.
Yeah, so I filed a notice of removal for all of these cases because I don't believe that this court is capable of acting in an unbiased way. But I mean, there's been no response from the city, but to this point, I mean, just the last court date we had, perjury was committed. I mean, you guys put on the record that I failed to appear.
The moment the judge begins questioning the defendant, you can sense a shift. The calm exterior starts cracking as contradictions appear one by one. The judge pushes for clarity, but the defendant keeps sliding into excuses. This is where the power dynamic becomes unmistakable, and the courtroom feels like it's bracing for a collision.
And I spoke to you.
You did fail to show up to the Wayne County Jail. You were ordered to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. You haven't showed up. You still haven't showed up. So you're still disobeying. No, let's not do this. This is how it started the last time. You're still disobeying the court's order, and you have to do 30 days. You have to present yourself to the Wayne County Jail. You have a warrant out for your arrest. And before we go over this other stuff, you got to go. You have to go to the Wayne County Jail. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So
I said what I
can increase the time if you can take to not be compliant.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting the proceedings. May I have a breakout room with this litigant, please, and thank you.
I don't know if he wants to speak to a lawyer, but he can if he needs, if he has that right to do so. You want to speak to the lawyer, Mr. Lockhart, or no?
Yeah, sure.
Here, things escalate quickly. The defendant tries asserting control, but the judge shuts it down with precision. Every sentence feels like it hits harder than the last. You can feel the room tighten as the judge corners them with facts they can't escape. This is the moment where denial meets reality head-on.
Miss Harris, what's going to go with Mr. Lockhart? So I don't know why he's still sitting here.
Well, Your Honor, if the court will allow, we would like to attempt resolution of the matters that are on the docket. So I would ask if the court could stay the contempt proceedings and allow him to handle these matters.
No. It's been well over a year. No, he's gonna have to go turn himself in, and we'll deal with it that way.
Your Honor, if the court could, just in the interest of justice and judicial economy, if he could resolve these matters, if he's still going to have to do the 30 days in Wayne County Jail, if at time of sentencing, it could all be wrapped up together just to not further delay his constitutional right to speedy trial.
He's delayed his rights. He's delayed his rights to a speedy trial.
And I do have a resolution, Your Honor.
No, I don't want to, I'm not even going to entertain it. We're that ship has sailed. We tried to give him that opportunity a long time ago. He kept being contemptuous in the court. He comes with these far out legal theories that he has that I quite frankly, don't know where he's coming from on that. No, I'm not gonna even entertain that with it.
And Your Honor, I completely understand the court's position. I completely understand if he still has to do the 30 days Wayne County Jail, but I think that he was potentially misguided, did not understand the finer points of the law, court rules, and courtroom behavior and procedure. So now that he has the assistance of counsel, which I'm not saying that he didn't have the assistance of counsel before, if the court would allow him.
We offered him counsel then. He denied the counsel. Go back and look at the video. It's got over 270-some thousand views on it.
This part exposes the breaking point. The defendant attempts an argument that collapses instantly under scrutiny. The judge's tone sharpens, the courtroom goes silent, and everyone knows the tide has turned. It's the kind of exchange that shows exactly why preparation matters when you step into a courtroom.
And I told him that 30 days will give him an opportunity to read up on the law, and so he can make it and understand how this process goes. So go ahead to the Wayne County Jail. You can take some. They probably have some legal books there, and we'll hear these matters when you come out. So,
Your Honor, is any of this on the record or no? Or did we?
No,
not?
no, it's not on the record because I didn't call the cases. I'm going to continue on. That appears to be Charles Gardner.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Your Honor, am I allowed to go back in the breakout room to explain that to Mr. Lockhart? Because he seems to have had a change of heart if the court would allow him to at least.
Maybe he can go turn himself in and you can file an appeal. File something to get him heard before the court, and they can zoom in from the Wayne County Jail and we'll resolve it that way. But until he turns himself in, he's got a warrant out for his arrest. He's had this warrant out for I don't know how long. I can look back into the record, but and he's never presented himself. So he was contemptuous then. He continues to not follow or obey the court's orders. So he has to go do the time. Or hire himself a lawyer to get it back in front of the court. But until we get the first matter resolved that we had, we're not going to get into the other matters.
The contempt proceedings arise out of his appearance in court. So he's still not allowed to just resolve these before he commits himself to the Wayne County Jail?
No.
As the pressure builds, you can see frustration rising on both sides. The judge keeps control, but the defendant grows restless, hoping to redirect the narrative. Instead, every attempt backfires, revealing the weaknesses they were trying to hide. This stretch captures the subtle unraveling that leads to the final blow.
Mr. Lockhart, join the breakout room.
And that'll conclude it. I still see Mr. Lockhart here. I don't know what else to do. What else you can do for him, Mrs. Harris? He continues to disobey the court order. Just continues to do so.
And Your Honor, I dare not say. I don't know. I don't think that it's an intentional. Oh, I can't say that.
Wait a minute.
I don't think. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I think he has good intentions. I think he now has a better understanding of everything that is taking place.
I don't think so, because he came in here talking about he's appearing on behalf of the person Jameer Lockhart. So I think he's on the same path as he was that got him into this situation.
The confrontation sharpens into a moment that defines the entire case. The judge presents clear evidence, and the defendant's confidence falls apart. You feel the weight of accountability settling in as the truth becomes undeniable. This is where the courtroom energy shifts from argument to consequence.
And Your Honor, we've had that discussion at length in the breakout room. He understands what it would take to resolve his matters. He understands how he has to represent himself in court. And so I think he's in a position that he wants to resolve these matters. We've had the discussion. We asked for leniency and mercy from the court. I understand if the condition is that he still has to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, although we would ask if the court would reconsider that sentence now that he has taken the time to actually listen to advice of counsel and be made fully aware of how he should present himself in court. I know that it's his intention to resolve these matters without any further court appearances or draining any further resources or delaying the process anymore. And I know that the court doesn't want to delay the process any further. I understand his behavior is what put us in this position as of right now, but we're just hoping to resolve today if the court will allow.
I'm not moved. I gave him ample, this is a 27 plus, maybe 30 plus minute video. I gave him ample opportunity. You know, and I'm not moved.
I mean, Your Honor, I mean, in that video, I did apologize to you for, I guess.
You apologize after you got the 30 days.
Here, the judge delivers a decisive response that leaves no room for interpretation. The defendant realizes the fight is over, and the courtroom watches the final collapse of their position. It's a powerful reminder that the system may be slow, but when it closes in completely.
I'm not
I
moved.
apologize after the offense was, I mean, I don't know when else I would apologize.
You and you still haven't showed up, and it's been over a year, and now you want me to have some sympathy for you and to resolve the matters. I have no sympathy for you at all.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to discuss. We tried to give you a fair opportunity to be heard. You keep spewing these legal theories that I've never heard of before, and I'm giving you an opportunity at that date to speak with the lawyer. You refuse that. You refuse all the opportunities I've given you. And you came in here another time a couple of months ago, and I told you we weren't going to hear it then. You got to go report to the Wayne County Jail.
Mm-hmm.
So you've had ample opportunity.
You'd have me go to jail.
So, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, I do understand that, and I know the court may hear this often, but he does have a family that he supports. It would be a great hardship on his family, his resources, and his sense of economy in terms of his job if he would have to submit himself to 30 days in the Wayne.
The case wraps up with a tone that's firm and final. The judge issues the last directive, and the defendant is left with the consequences they spent the entire hearing trying to avoid. Moments like this show how quickly things can shift when the truth comes out. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Understand that the court of Johnny finds to choose that.
I didn't just give him the 30 days on the, he should have thought about that when I was asking him. I let him speak when I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court. Let me give him an opportunity to speak. He continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they take care of, and he's not going to the penitentiary. It's just county jail. So I'm just not moved.
Would this court consider amending it in such a way that he could only do weekends to complete his 30 days?
Yeah, but he hasn't even come to done anything. I'm not inclined to do anything for Mr. Jamir Lockhart or the person of Jamir Lockhart or whatever he wants to be called or however he wants to be described himself. Jamil Lockhart.
So yeah, he has the matters that are set on the docket for today. He has presented himself to the court today.
Okay, you want to take? We'll take off the warrant. We'll give him a pre-trial date, and then he can go do his 30 days. And he can tell the sheriff in there that what his next court date is, and they can, or somebody can rid him out then. City of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case numbers SP 1247989, counts 1, 2, and 3. State of Michigan. Now the laws just don't apply to him. State of Michigan versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case number SX 378-29611. Appearance for the record, please.
Sharika Harris, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, sir, could you state the name of the person that you are representing on the record, please, or that you identify, please?
So my name is Jamil Lockhart.